How many people do you know need calcium? Of course we all do, but the most important component of calcium starts from the fetus when it's even developing in the womb, and that baby is going to demand calcium. And if it doesn't get enough in the mother's diet, it's going to take it from her bones. In fact, as most women, as they get older and they have 2 or 3 children, their bones look like Swiss cheese because they have lost so much calcium from it. But bones are not just made of calcium, they're made of 7 major minerals in the right configuration so that the body can use them. Unfortunately, we don't know a lot about calcium, and most of us will take a calcium supplement, and they're usually based upon calcium carbonate. So if science says we need between 1,000 and 1,500 milligrams a day, we don't satisfy it by taking 2 or 3 of these big horse pills that are 500 milligrams and think we're getting enough of it, for 2 reasons. First of all, calcium carbonate is not very absorbable. In fact, it's only about 3% absorbable. So manufacturers say, well, put vitamin D with it, or D2 or 3, and it increases the absorbability by about 40%. Well, geez, what's 40% of 3? It's about 1%. So now it goes from about 3% to 4% absorbable. So if you take a 500 milligram tablet, what that means is you're getting about 20 milligrams of calcium into your system. The thing that's scary though, guess what? It's not on the label, but with calcium carbonate, it comes from grinding up eggshells or from oyster shells or chalk deposits, and that's where they generally get it. And with it in nature, lead also forms with it. Now, while calcium is not very absorbable, lead is highly absorbable, and this potentially harmful toxic heavy metal will absorb about twice the rate of which calcium does, according to some studies. So what's the answer? If you want enough calcium, how many of these pills would you have to take to get you to the minimum level? Well, it's about 50 of them a day, and you'd get twice as much lead, or you have the potential to get about twice as much lead in your system. That's not the answer. We have what we believe is the very best answer to it with our Calcium K2 from Sizzle International. Now, I'm Tom Maurer, the Chief Scientific Officer of Sizzle, and I will tell you this, I have researched the heck out of this to find out what really works, what do we need, what are the 7 major minerals, and what ratio should they be together, and we've put it together in our Calcium K2. But now to fortify it and to support the bone and the body's biological systems, we've added some spectacular new ingredients. Oh yes, we have D3, it works, but we don't use calcium carbonate, and we make sure ours is lead-free, and we use some really exotic forms of calcium that are highly absorbable, and we use calcium hydroxyapatite, which has the whole configuration, we believe, that makes up human bone in the right structures and chemical structures that will actually penetrate in so the body can use them much better. But we have an amazing new vitamin called K2. And K2, look it up on Wikipedia or on the internet and see what K2 does, and you'll be absolutely astonished, because it's not necessarily supporting the absorption of these minerals, but it goes in to the bones to support the bone's ability to really take this in and utilize it the way that we believe that you want with the product. So, with our Calcium K2, you can take 2 or 3 tablets, and we believe that will give you the best complement of all of the ingredients that your body needs to support not only its bones, but all of the biological functions within your body that need these kinds of minerals to operate more optimally.